prominent members in the state legislature, which makes it unlikely, you figure, that the company will encounter political headwinds. Your policy. The new insurance company's office is discreet in its appearance and makes little impression on passers-by, but as a local, you understand that its location has been chosen to signal its allegiance to the finest traditions of Boston commerce. The office is conveniently located at the center of Boston's compact commercial district, where merchants have congregated for generations. It rents its rooms from the Union Bank, which itself only just purchased the attractive 3-story building at the corner of State Street and Exchange Lane, from one of its own directors. You go to the office at 9 in the morning, right when it opens. The secretary rises gracefully from his chair and greets you with an easy, straightforward gentility, which makes you feel all the better about this new company, though institutionally upstart. Its people know the rules of proper behavior. You describe the vessel and the planned route to him. You tell the secretary of the Eagle's departure date and say you have no knowledge that any harm has come to the Eagle thus far. Under those conditions, he says, the insurance company will consider your proposal for a policy. The secretary asks you whether you would like to insure the cargo, the vessel, or the freight, that is, the cost of shipping, or some combination of the three. You say you don't care to insure your outgoing cargo as it didn't cost you that much, but you would like insurance to cover your return cargo, the sugar, which you expect will be worth around $2,300. The secretary nods when you describe the sugar but doesn't specify it on the policy. Its estimated value is all that matters. If the sugar ends up being worthless, you will get some of your premium back. You also ask for $1,000 on the Eagle itself both ways. The Eagle is worth about twice that, as you tell the secretary. But it is still a relatively cheap vessel. Your cargo is far more valuable and perishable to boot, and you like to save money when you can. $1,000 will cover a wide variety of potential damages. You confirm that the property and vessel are both owned by an American, you, and that you want the policy to cover captures, not just weather and routine accidents. You admit to the clerk that you are not sure what happens next. In the past, you have always bought insurance through a broker. Your broker, in the typical fashion, wrangled together a handful of individually operating underwriters, each of whom took on, underwrote, a portion of your policy's risk. One underwriter would subscribe for $500, another for $200, and so on, until the policy was filled. The clerk explains with a smile that things are actually much simpler with a company. He has inscribed the material facts of your proposal in a book. 3 of the company directors and the president meet every day to consider policies, and if you return after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when the office reopens for a few hours, they will let you know whether they will insure the Eagle, and if so, at what rate. As for the insurance contract itself, he says, it proceeds in the usual way. He gestures at his desk, where a well-known compilation of merchant customs, procedures, and best practices, Wyndham Bewes's Lex Mercatoria Rediviva, lies open. You look down and note approvingly that he has a current edition. Marine insurance is a tricky business, and peculiar circumstances crop up all the time. But if this company takes its cues from the well-reputed Bews, everything is likely to be, so to speak, smooth sailing. In the afternoon, you return to good news. The company's directors have conferred. They have glanced at the clerk's notes on your vessel, your shipmaster, and the proposed destination, and combined this information with their own recent intelligence on the current political condition of the region, and their longer-term experience with trips to the Caribbean during hurricane season. They have also, you suspect, made a brief discussion of you. They have agreed to grant you an insurance policy for $3,300 as you requested, at an 8% premium, summing to $264. This premium assumes that, as you have discussed with them, your vessel may make a few extra stops at different islands if suitable sugar in Antigua is too scarce or expensive. However,